KSW 73, and as always, the promotion delivered. What a night we've had here, and it's been an exceptional night for a lot of reasons. Main reason is we had a lot of debutants making their KSW debut. New blood coming into the promotion, and how exciting was that? A lot of them were kickboxers transitioning to MMA, and that's brought a lot of excitement. And I tell you how furious tonight was. Up until bout number 5, we'd had first round finishes. I mean, it was just insanely incredible. However, we've had a look at the card and we've decided the ones that we like. You know, it's a tough choice because there's just been so much to choose from here. It really has been, you know, a striker's delight. And, you know, we're going to get into the history of some of the striking that's been appearing tonight here when we get into it. But listen, we've got to talk about the history-making 5-second KO that we saw tonight.
It was insane. You know, we looked at this one, Soszynski. We didn't know what was going to go on. Damian Pivovarczyk came in to face a really dangerous, undefeated guy in Bogdan Gnidko. Now, looking at it initially, well, it was over so quick, right? There really wasn't much to say. I remember watching these guys walk out, though. We both knew that it was going to be athletic and potentially a fast finish.
Yeah, I mean, this fight kind of tells you, and the sport tells you that anyone can win at any given time. Rankings don't matter. Your styles really don't matter. The odds don't matter, that anyone in this division can beat anyone. Anyone in the sport can beat anyone at any given day. The gloves are so small, anything can happen at any given moment, and this is what we get. Beautiful right here.
Well, look at that. I mean, that was a double move. The grab for the single takedown that really threw everybody. Gnidko went in, but he threw that overhand right, and it landed. And Pivovarczyk was out before he hit the ground. Pivovarczyk is an emerging talent. I love his skill sets. I love what he does on the ground. But this guy really, really gave it his all tonight. And, you know, from Kiev to Warsaw here tonight, he's really made an impact on his debut. Just an absolutely insane finish. 5 seconds, I mean, that's some real heat. Well, we're going to move up to the top of the card. There was a lot of going on midway and right at the beginning, but we saw Jason Radcliffe, who I felt really needed to stamp his mark on the promotion and really give a convincing performance, but he met with upset.
Absolutely. You know what? We knew that he was going to go out there and probably have to fight a different fight. Radoslav Piłsudski was coming in as a very talented kickboxer and a guy who had really, I think, started up a really fun division, I think. A division where there's a lot of really, really interesting matchups. Piłsudski came out and he had to deal with this. Radcliffe's first successful takedown. But look at the defense. Soszynski, you thought that was the defining moment of the fight.
Yeah, 100% that was the defining moment of the fight. You can see something change in Radcliffe right there. You can see he was slowing down right away, and boom, there is that uppercut. That uppercut that sealed the deal. Piłsudski, dominating finish, dominating the win. Needed that win to move on to the next step, which is hopefully that title shot that he's been hunting for.
Well, you know, it's interesting because the uppercut is something that's been emerging in KSW. We saw Pudzianowski use it to good effect against Michał Materla. And I mean, it's not a shot that's often used. It's not a shot that's trained with, you know, and it was delivered perfectly. And, you know, Radcliffe just didn't have an answer. I mean, the rest of the shots I noted were a little off target. It was the uppercut that did the damage. And that was the upset here tonight because we knew Radcliffe had trained. We knew Radcliffe was on fire. We knew Radcliffe had come to do business, but tonight he just walked onto that shot and it just ended so dramatically. So that was another little upset for us in the commentary corner tonight. And I have to say, you know, we were bamboozled by the event. We move on to the biggest bamboozler of them all. These guys are big. I mean, they're so big and powerful. They've got their own weather system surrounding them. I mean, when one of them gets up and goes out of the room, you know, there's flooding somewhere else in the world. And right at the top of the card, Arkadiusz Josek, Tomasz Zarara. They're both kickboxers of note. They're both legends in the stand-up game. And, you know, I don't want to talk too much about this, but Josek comes with that win over Badahari. And, of course, everybody that Badahari had beaten, Josek had beaten. But, you know, guys, just look at the action here.
It was so wild to be able to see this fight actually happen in Warsaw. Partisan crowd out for Josek. And he went down so badly in the first round. I mean, that was easily 10-8. I think all those rounds were probably about 10-8, but maybe 10-7. Zarara got him down, went to the high mount, And I thought after that knockdown, I thought this was going to be a one-round hitter-quitter. But Josek was able to rally, get back to the feet in the second round. It was a totally different ballgame.
So kind of tells you that what was missing in this fight was a little bit of that grappling skill level. Because either fighter would have finished the fight on the ground if they had a touch of that grappling skill level, of understanding where to put your hips and how to mount the guy properly, how to post over top of him, how to land some strikes, how to maybe secure a submission or something like that. Neither one got that chance because there was just a lack of that skill set, which is what the next goal is to get into that skill set if they want to actually, do really, really well in this sport. As you can see right here with Josek just delivering those elbows. I mean, Sahara's heart is on another level. He, as I said, if the referee wouldn't have called that fight, he would still be standing there in front of Josek and taking punishment and still trying to fight back. So props goes to the referee, number one, for stopping the fight and allowing Sahara to actually, survive. And absolute, my heart goes out to Sahara for just showing what he was able to do with his heart. I mean, last fight and this fight, the man is literally the epitome of what heart is all about.
I mean, just looking at it and the amount of shots that are fired in, you need holy water and a wooden stake to finish off Serrara. But just look at Josek there. The form, the aesthetic, he is the ultimate kickboxer. But he went to the ground and there was talk that maybe they wouldn't, as a gentleman's agreement, do that. And, I have to say, Soszynski, you floored me tonight. Your descriptions, scary, ferocious with the descriptions you used tonight. And then when Serrara was on the ground, when Serrara was on mount and Josek was on the ground, and he said, yeah, but he just can't get out of that. And I mean, that just sums it all up. What a night it's been. And I mean, skill levels, heart, we've had a lot of emotions, we've had a lot of upsets, and we've had a lot of first round KOs and wins. I mean, it's just been the shortest night I've ever had at KSW. So it really has been terrific. I mean, anything else to add?
Yeah, I mean, the fans, right? The atmosphere.
Absolutely.
Being able to be out here and being able to have these type of fights that we had underdogs, 4-1 underdogs, winning multiple times. We had people with their shirts off dancing. It was like a football crowd. I love it, man. That's what makes this promotion special.
No, absolutely. It's just hearing the fans go off, chanting names of fighters and singing songs about their cities and all that stuff. It's just a beautiful thing. It shows you how this sport brings people together, how this sport just brings communities together. And the show of respect that each fighter has for each other, and the fans have for the other fighter as well, even though they're not from their hometown. It's absolutely beautiful.
Well, we had 9 bouts tonight. Several countries were represented. We had KOs in the first round galore. There's a numbers game to crunch there if you want to sit down and do the math. However, we're not. We're going to see you on the 10th of September.
That's awesome.
I'm taking a leaf out of Soszynski's book there. We're not going to do that. You can do that, but we'll see you on the 10th of September. We hope you join us and look after yourselves. Till next time, I'm Vanders.
I'm Hoekstra.
Polish experiment.
VHS, we are the international KSW crew. Till the next time, take care of yourselves and each other.
Oos.